Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Definitely make sure, if you're not yet part of the family, that you go ahead and hit subscribe, okay? So today we're talking about Basketball Wives. You know what other show I'm thinking about looking at? That new Unfaithful show with Tammy Roman, but for some reason it wasn't showing up. I gotta look for it, because it's, when I looked online it said it was supposed to start the 16th, but when I checked my subscription stuff with my streaming app, it wasn't showing. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll try to figure it out. Hopefully it didn't really start and it starts maybe next week. I don't know. Hopefully. So anyway, so yeah, I feel like I haven't talked about Basketball Wives in so long. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do, but I was like, you know what, let's do this. I also know that Real Housewives of Atlanta started, but I don't have that channel on my streaming device thingy, so I don't know if I want to do that one. I mean, I still have access to it. I haven't even watched the first or second episode. So I don't know. Maybe I'll check them out and see what I feel for it. And we'll go from there. But for now, we're going to do Basketball Wives. All right. So Doug and Jackie, once again, they getting married. This is like the 26th time. They've been together for like 30 years. You know, this is a major achievement in these type of Basketball Wives situations, because she's like, probably at this point, I mean, I don't know if any of the other ones are actually married to a basketball player. I think one of them is. But other than that, it's like, yeah, she's been a basketball wife, legit, not divorced, basketball wife. Like, she's the definition of what this show is about at this point. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them, they either have been dating or previously dated or previously been married to somebody who was a ball player. So yeah, I mean, she's, like I said, she's the definition of what it is. So they have everybody's back. They got Angel's back. They got Brooke. Who else we saw? It was Brooke. We saw Malaysia. She came back. It did seem like Malaysia was having a little bit of tension when some of the girls saw her. Brooke, I do remember her from before. I don't remember if she was part of the show, if she was just like an extra. I kind of feel like she was part of the show. And then I also remember she used to do modeling or something like that, because I remember I feel like she used to be like one of those hood girl models types of things, you know, the urban models, I should say, not hood girl models. But then we have British, Duffy, Jennifer. That was another one that kind of got that little side eye. You could tell like there was tension with her, like the girls ain't really feeling her too much. And Brandi, her and Malaysia, they're having a little bit of I wouldn't say tit for tat, but they're not in a good place, even though they was like real besties, like the besties that, you know, would change their clothes in front of each other, the besties that tell each other their deepest, darkest secrets, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And Malaysia, when she saw her, she just seemed so uncomfortable at that moment. And when asked about, like, oh, are you guys, you know, weren't you guys besties? She's like, you know, we just don't talk. Like, it's like she just kind of dismissed the whole besties part. She's just like, you know, we don't talk anymore. Yeah. And later on after the wedding, Brandi did go ahead and approach Malaysia. Malaysia wasn't really feeling it. She tried to accuse Malaysia of pretty much being a B and, you know, not caring about her, even though they're not in a good place, saying that she knew that her father had passed away and she didn't even have the decency to say anything, you know. And I'm pretty sure she was probably close to the father, because she said that her father used to live with her, and if they were such besties, I'm pretty sure they went to each other's house, etc., etc. So it's like, how you were so close, you were literally like part of the family, and you didn't even say anything or try to talk to me when my father passed away. But Malaysia feels like, you don't even know what I'm going through, and you expect me to come through for you and just kind of be there for you when I have my own stuff going on, you know. And that's what she's focused on right now. She's not really trying to, she's like, oh, but we have mutual friends, so there's no way that you couldn't have known. I mean, I see where she's coming from, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the friend said something to her. Maybe they just didn't, maybe she just was closed off, didn't really talk to anybody, so you wouldn't have gotten that information. I think it was just a month that had passed since the father had passed away. So at that point, Malaysia just kind of felt like she was being attacked, and she said she didn't like the energy, so her energy was off, so she had to leave. I mean, I know definitely for me, when my energy's off, it's like, I gotta go, like, because I feel too much going on, too much stuff. I feel anxiety rising, like, because it's gonna get real nasty, and you know, to avoid it getting nasty, especially at someone else's love event, like, I think that Malaysia definitely did the right thing at that moment. And I see that Noria and Nia, they were both there. So I guess either they're probably going to have little scenes trickled in, or perhaps they might have just been there because it was a wedding and they were previously a part of the cast. So, I mean, they were extras, you know, they weren't like in the beginning trailers or nothing like that. So, you know, I feel like they might get sprinkled in here and there, maybe when they have like girls trips, big girls trips or something like that. But I feel like they're not like an intricate part of the show unless they come back to bring drama like they did last time, because that's pretty much what she did with that girl. I forgot her name. Oh yeah, I just realized that girl's not there anymore. I think she was either Caucasian or Hispanic, and she said she used to talk to Shaq, right? Didn't she used to talk to Shaq? I think she was somebody. I don't remember, but yeah, it was a little while ago. I'm like, I remember, but I don't really remember. I know she was with somebody though, and she said that he wasn't doing a good job, like taking care of the kids or something like that. No, it wasn't. Why am I saying Shaq? It wasn't Shaq. It was Lamar Odom. That's who it was. It was Lamar Odom's kid's mom. Yeah, that's how it went. I'm like, why am I seeing Shaq in my head? I'm like, no, but that's not the face. Like, it's like I'm seeing the face, but I say the wrong name. I hate when I do that. I do that all the time. I'm so bad with names. That's why I have to write notes, because if I didn't, I'll be like, you know, the one who did the thing from the other day. Honey, I'm terrible. So now Jackie and Shawnee, they were having a little conversation, and it just brought me back to remembering that Brandi had got fired. Because I knew it was something that happened with Brandi, but I couldn't remember what. She had called her boss, which is Shawnee, the B word, and then Shawnee in return said, well, thank you for your services. Okay. Watch who you talk to, all right? You have to watch your mouth. So she kind of just, you know, excused her, and that was the end of her time there for some time. But it looks like they're in a much better place, which is great. I guess they had some talks behind camera, and, you know, they're good or whatever now. Because, you know, Brandi needed that job, you know. But she do be talking crazy sometimes. And even, I feel like even with the situation with her in Malaysia, which we'll come back to in a few, because they did have another scene with them, I do feel like she's just being so, I feel like she's being aggressive, and she's just like kind of attacking her, even though Malaysia seems to be like, you know, she's just real chill, she's real laid back, and she's literally talking to her, and I feel like Brandi's not listening, and she's not accepting anything that she's saying. It's just like, there's literally nothing. It's almost like there's nothing that Malaysia can say for her to believe her, or for her to kind of like move forward. It's just accusations. It's like, dude, like at the end of the day, if you just want to keep on accusing somebody, why you keep on coming up to them and asking them questions or saying anything? Are you just trying to have dialogue? Like, what is, you know, that's what I would say. Like, what, if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying, and you're not, you know, I don't know if maybe she wants to hear an apology, but you're not going to apologize for something that you didn't even know. You know, it's like she just wants her to be like, well, I'm sorry, I knew, and, you know, kind of fess up to something. But I mean, I know myself, if I didn't do something and I genuinely didn't do something, I'm not going to apologize. Like, I'm not going to do it just to feed your ego, because then you're going to expect that to happen all the time, and I'll be damned. So, yeah, it's just going to be, it is what it is, because, bebe. But yeah, now we find out that Rockstar, which is a dude, I think he was on Love and Hip Hop before, he's with Angel, and they about to have a baby together. And she says she didn't even tell her mother yet, but she did finally reveal it to the girls when they had like a little powwow type of thing, a little girls meetup that Jackie had through. So Jackie's kind of like the person that has to coordinate everything, because Shawnee, she's like kind of doing her own thing. She got her new boo, you know, that pastor guy that I heard them talking about on TMZ or something. I don't remember if it was something bad. I just know they revealed it like last year or something, or it might have been earlier this year. I think it was last year though. That they revealed that they was together. She's happy and all that stuff. I don't remember if they said she's engaged, but I know it's like kind of serious or whatever. So I mean, more power to her. That's what's up. Doug, he's going to be coaching the Sacramento Kings. And of course, Jackie's worried because she got really attached to him over quarantine. And they were together every single day. Now they have to kind of navigate things and figure out how they'll be able to see each other. Being that I guess he's going to be in Sacramento and she's in LA. I'm assuming that it's far from each other. So yeah, they're going to have to kind of see how they'll now work around each other's schedules because both of them are busy. And yeah, it's just gonna have to work it out, do some phone sex and, you know, and video sex and, you know, everything else. And you know she gonna be calling him all the time, trying to make sure it's video and FaceTimes and stuff like that because, you know, she gonna want to know who's around him. Let me see your area, Doug. Are you really, you know, let me see the players. Make sure you're working, you know. I could just imagine, like, she be doing the most. But I know they love each other, so I feel like Doug hopefully will, you know, he ain't gonna hurt her. Plus, she probably already gave him the speech off camera, like, you better not make me out here looking crazy. We done been through too much for you to have me on TMZ. You understand me, Doug? You better make sure you keep your stuff in your pants and don't flirting with anybody. Don't give anybody any reason to say that Jackie's husband is out here trying to get them. You know, because I know I ain't even Jackie, and I'll be damn sure I'll give you that damn little run around real quick. We gonna have a little chat, okay? Don't be too nice to nobody, because then they gonna be, oh, her man wants me. No, he doesn't, okay? So, yeah, the girls get together. Angel reveals that she's pregnant, and Malaysia just looked super somber when she came in. She just seemed like, once again, the energy was off. I mean, Brandi was looking at her like on some, you know, up and down when you sizing somebody up. So that wasn't making any better. And Brandi, here we go, boom. Like, I mean, I don't know how much editing was involved, but it just seems like Malaysia literally sat down and it's like, so why you acting like this? Like, what? Like, damn, can she get a little drinking? Can she get a little, like, can she get the vibe? Can she calm down? I mean, but to be honest, like, I hate when people have, like, weird energy around me because I'm an empath and I definitely soak all that stuff up. And even though I might have been in a great mood, just being around somebody like that, it just kind of brings me down. That's why I really don't be around a lot of people, to be honest, because I don't want to pick up nobody's negative energy, people that complain a lot, people that just like hate life, like, because I just I can't do it. It's too much for me. And then it'll take me like a long time to get my mind back to where it's supposed to be, you know, because like all I could think about is the pain and suffering that's going on with that person. Yeah, it's bad, y'all. If you're not an empath, you're good. You know what I mean? Like, more power to you. Be blessed. But as far as the two of them, so like I was saying, like they had a little conversation, and it's like Brandi was just ooh, like just throwing darts at her left and right, and I'm like, well, hot diggity damn, like, can't she breathe a little bit? You know? And she was saying that she has family issues. That's what she said from the beginning. And they went to the side, and it's like, even then, like, I feel like initially it seemed like it might have been going somewhere, but it's like, I feel like Brandi was still like coming down on her and just wanting so much from her and calling her like, you know, names and saying that she has character flaws. And it's like, you're talking about somebody. You're not even asking, like, what have you gone through over the last few months? Like, why is it that you were not there for me? Like, I just feel like she's not articulating her feelings properly. She's not sharing her emotions correctly either. So I think that that's part of the problem. But that's kind of where they cut it off. So we'll see where this ends. You know, maybe it'll get better on the second episode. We shall see. But let me know what you thought about this episode, what you think about the girls, what you think about everything that's going on so far, and what your predictions are. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.